Hey there, I'm Thomas Michaud, founder of Real Guitar School. Today I'm going to build on the lesson I did a couple of weeks ago. This is a fingerstyle version of Amazing Grace. Now I did a simpler chord strumming version a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm going to add finger picking to it. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you two versions. One to play along an accompaniment with your voice, and then I'll play a second version. I'll show you how to play an instrumental. I'll do a slightly simplified version of the instrumental that I like to play. So you're going to have fun with this. Hey there. Today I'm using a guitar I don't think I've used in a video before. I call it my Chinese Beauty. It's a handmade instrument made in China. And I use it a lot for live performances, so it's not new to me. We're going to start out playing the chords a little bit differently. First of all, the main difference is I've lowered that E string down to a D. That's because in the key of D, I really like to get that low D bass note. So you see, I've taken the low E and tuned it down one whole step. It's actually an octave lower than this D here. So you can do that with your electronic tuner. See how nice and deep that sounds with the D chord? Of course, you can always use this for the bass note too. We're going to use A7. I'll use the fifth string for the bass. And then the G, we have to finger a little differently. I'm going to finger it like this. I've got my third finger on the 5th fret, 6th string. That's the G now. And then I've got my second finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and the first finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. I don't usually use that E, open E. I'm strumming the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings and the low bass note on the 6th string. So D, A7, and G. Now we need a finger picking pattern. Don't play it yet, watch. Bass note, first finger, second finger, first finger, and then the second and third, and back to the first. So it looks like this. On the G, A7, okay, let's do the pattern on the D. So it's starting off with the low bass note, first finger on the 4th string, now the second finger, I'm plucking with my second finger on the 3rd string, back to the 4th string, and then the 2nd and 3rd. And I'm plucking the 2nd and 3rd strings with my 2nd and 3rd fingers, and then back to 1st finger. So slow again, it's thumb, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, 2nd and 3rd, and back to 1st. Try it with me now. Make your D chord, bass note. I'm skipping the 1st string, so we're just hitting the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Start with the bass. Ready, go, bass. 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, and then 2nd and 3rd, and back to 1st. We're skipping a string, going back to that 4th string there. Again, 6th string, bass, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, 2nd and 3rd, and back. Okay, so that's the basic pattern. You want to practice that, and then practice it with each of the chords. So with G, it's the same finger picking in the right hand. You just make that G formation I showed you. Bass note, 4th string. Now I hit my 2nd finger, back to 1st finger, and 2nd and 3rd. And then you're going to do the same for the A7. Okay, now let's apply it to the song. Now, by the way, in the previous video, I showed how you can use a capo. And I want to go ahead and use a capo. The fingering and the chords will all look the same. I'm going to raise it up a half step. I'm going to raise it up a whole step. Here we go. Got everything raised up one whole step. That's the capo on the 2nd fret. And the D, but I'm not going to play that 1st string. I'm going to stay with the second, third, fourth. So here we go. You can follow along if you want. Practice the finger picking and try it with me. Amazing grace, how, now to G, sweet, the back to D, da 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 da, and we're going to A7, back to D. I once was lost, but to G now, and back to D, da da, na A7 to G, and back to D, and that's the whole song. Same with each of the verses. Okay. Just for the record, that's now in the key of E, and of course you can move this to best suit your voice. Okay, now that we've done a basic finger-picking version that you can use as an accompaniment, I want to show you a solo guitar version. Now, I play a little more complex version of this in another video, and I'll put a link to that also. But I want to show you a version that you could actually learn. And to make it even more fun, I've written down this version so you can get a copy of the sheet with the notes and the tab on my blog post. So here we go. Amazing Grace, solo guitar. Thank you for joining me in this video. As I mentioned, if you want to learn the solo guitar version, head over to my blog post and there's a download where you can get the notes and the tabs. Also, sign up for my weekly mailing list. That way I can let you know what new lessons I have. And of course, I'll always direct you to the blog post where you can do the downloads. I hope you've enjoyed this. If it seems a little hard, try it just a little at a time. And if it seems easy for you, keep an eye out for my new finger-picking course. It's about halfway done, and it'll have this and a much more complex versions of finger-picking patterns. Take care. See you in another lesson. Bye for now.